morning, everybody. How is everybody doing on this fantastic, sensational, super Sunday? It is 12/12/21. I love my numbers, 12/12/21. That's a great one. So I am just honored to be here. My name is Jomar Sharp, and I am here to deliver your product training for today. Thank you guys for joining. I know there's been a lot of training going on. So primarily, I don't want to keep you guys because right now, I know that I can't do it better than the SVPs and the RVPs, the co-founders. But what I want to do is I want to highlight a few things, specifically things that are going to help us to move our business forward. Because if you guys were listening in to the GameOn event, I know you guys at least for myself, just vigorously taking notes, screenshots, whatever I could do to capture some of the information. But what I want to do is I just want to cover a few things. And really, because right now, it's all about action. It's about action. So what we need to do is it's time to just move forward. Send that message, set up that meeting, the one-on-one. I've already had 2 today. I've got 3 scheduled for tomorrow. So this is the time we actually need to keep moving forward with action, set up those meetings and calls, follow up, or as I say now, I say follow through, because we need to follow through to those people who we might have reached out to. They didn't get a chance to see the information, but now is the time they need to. Or even maybe follow through on some of those customers that we reached out to, because hey, this is the foundation of our business. So let me go ahead and kick things off. Again, I'm going to keep it short because this is time for us to just action. So let's get into it. All right. So here we go. Now, the GameOn event. All right. So as I mentioned, the foundation of our business is customer acquisition. So Mr. Danny Volanino did a fantastic job, as he always does. And one of the things he captured was one of the things that I pointed out to us a number of times. You know, it is all about acquiring customers. You know, that we've heard it. There's 2 things: acquiring customers and finding customer getters. So just wanted to, kind of set the tone, because it is about this. And that's why we have a specific training every week on our products, because we need to understand what we have to offer and what we can do to benefit our business and grow our businesses. So just throw some of the services on that we have. Like this is, our IDCL, these points are all different point systems. And this I thought was really nice. And with anything that I have here, feel free to take screenshots. I took screenshots from the GameOn event. So, hey, I'm paying it forward. You take the screenshots too. But it was something interesting for me to just see it all in one piece, not looking from what the compensation plan has. So IDCL 2 to 8 points, Zoom Energy, Vivint 8 points, all of these different points were things that were just so interesting. Flash up to 10 points, 18. So all of these points, and really it was a kind of a walking us through to remind us that these points are important. Because, and also I captured even in Canada, captured some of the points here. So I know sometimes we have some people in Canada, and we know people who know people in Canada, and some of us have lived in Canada. So capturing some of those points here. But why are those points important? Because it gets us closer to our residual income. And so when we can focus on those services that help us, obtain larger points, it gets us to that higher percentage. And one of the goals, I can't remember the couple, but they mentioned, hey, they tell all of their team to get 80 points. The point is to get 80 points. So I think they said 40 or 50 services, but get 80 points, because then that puts you in a position to get 10% automatically. So everyone starting off, focus on that 80 points. And that's what they delivered in their training. And then ultimate goal is to get us to 200 points in time. So that's why the points is, and if we can get there faster by focusing on those services that have the higher points, it just makes it that much better. Then also one of the things he talked about was the payout for these services. So I mentioned a few times, you know, some of the services, why some of the services are my favorites is because it's for the lifetime of the customer. And here he was in a international training just about this, looking at what services are going to pay us for the lifetime of the customer. You know, feel free to take a screenshot because these are the ones that we're going to continue to get paid on month after month. When we say it in our overviews, year after year, Miss Marcia Carter, you know, decade after decade. These are the ones where we actually truly get paid on for the lifetime of the customer. And so that's really important. Mr. Harrison Mills, you know, Mr. Foster, you know, we when we do these overviews, these are the ones when we say that, because these are the ones that really are important. And when we really think about it, ACN is gearing us towards these because these are the ones that are going to add what I believe the most value to our customers. This is where we have some of the competitive markets, you know, and some of the Zoom energy markets they release the competitive markets each month. So we're better than the actual local, distribution there in those certain states, things like that. So valuable of keeping people safe and protecting, you know, our identity and things like that. So there's value that we can add. And the thing is, we are getting paid on for the lifetime of the customer. Here's the term customer payouts. You know, AT&T, Spectrum, Dish, Direct, you know, and TELUS for Canada. I think I just saw Miss Natasha Wang just join us, you know, Canada. You know, these are the services that, and Mr. Danny Volanino, I always get his name, I get tongue-tied, but he mentioned it's not about not getting customers or saying we don't want AT&T customers or we don't want Spectrum customers or anything like that. But doesn't it make sense to focus our efforts and energy when we're trying to just focus on maybe 2 or 3 services for an area, if possible, focus on those ones that we can get paid on for the life of the customer versus just for the term of the customer. So when we really start to understand what we have at our disposal, it really starts to make sense. You know, to me, what I personally do is I lead in with some of them, and I'll go back to the lifetime, I'll lead in with these services when I talk to people, because sometimes these are the ones that are sometimes easier to switch them over, or people understand it, or things like that, or it's a great value to them. I'll lead in with this, and then I'll also say, but I also am able to offer services like AT&T and Dish and Direct and things like that. And they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and add that. To me, it's almost like a value add. Of course, if I can add an additional service, it doesn't hurt, right? We are all striving to increase our points. So just wanted to point that out and really make a big point about that, because that is something that's really important to our structure of our services. Now I'm going to go through a few of the screenshots of some of the services that I captured. I'm not going to go over all of them in detail, but these are some, just reiterating some of the things that I've also trained on in previous weeks on some of the value and benefits of things that we have, and also even some new promotions that have come out. So it's really exciting because this is a time that we can start our 2022 year now. That's one of the things they train on. Start your year now. Don't wait till the new year. If you haven't started already, I highly suggest, hey, just take 5 minutes to say, ooh, Happy New Year, and start. Wake up and start sending messages. Think of it as the first. If you need to go get a glass of champagne and some confetti and throw it up in the air, do whatever you need to do to have your new year. And let's get to action, because within these first 72 hours, and now we only have 48 hours after the closure of the event, that is the difference between where you are when the next regional or the next international event happens is based on what you do in these next 72 hours, now 48 hours. So let's go ahead and do what we need to do to create action. So Zoom, we've got the bonuses, the earn 5 customers, every 5 customers, an extra 200. And this is on top of our compensation of the 75 for 3 and another 200 for 5 services. So think about that. This is on top of that. And there's no limit to how many you can get. There's double points for residential services. And this is double points, 2 points. I wish I had this from the start. I would have. This is something that's so major for us, especially if you're marketing to these marketing Zoom energy to your customers. Mr. James Adlam tore the house down with this video. One of the things that I loved about it is he had this video of his customer. So again, if you guys missed it, oh man, he had some of his team members with different signs to music talking about Zoom energy is sexy. Zoom energy is sexy. And I just want to say, I tried to Google and try to find a video to see if I could share it with you guys. But I went on YouTube, couldn't find it, found things that I shouldn't be there popping up. So just want to warn, don't go searching it on YouTube. There's nothing on YouTube about Zoom energy is sexy. It's something I think Mr. James Adlam just did kind of on it with his team and things like that for the GameOn event. But I mean, he talked about all the different ways we get paid with Zoom. Your Power Up referral program, refer 12 plus Zoom energy customers, electricity customers, receive a bonus, refer 12 plus Zoom energy natural gas customers, receive a bonus, up to the equal to the average of the commodity only charges for those customer bills. That's huge. We're getting paid that way. Then also there's Zoom extras. So when I did my Zoom energy training, I didn't touch on this, but it all clicked to me. I was speaking to a couple of my customers, even my mother. She loves her Zoom extras because it's another way that we can retain our customers. And what Zoom extras is basically a way and customers can earn points, but with being able to purchase gift cards they can do different activities and surveys and games and questionnaires each day and earn a little bit of money each and every day. Additionally, they're earning money on their bills. So if you think about all of our customers that are on their cell phones throughout the day, they could take a minute, 30 seconds to play a game, and they're actually earning more money. It's just another way that Zoom is giving us value with our services to where we can retain those customers. IDCL, I talked about this. This is major, 20% off. I suggest you going back to Destiny International and watch these videos where I broke down IDCL across 2 different trainings. But there's the big promotion for the annual plan for Platinum and Platinum Plus, promo code 20 for 2021. This is something that is only through the end of the year. Again, I want to highlight for new or existing customers, subscribe, upgrade, or reactivate. So think about those customers that may be getting ready, they tried their monthly service or they tried a quarterly service. This is an opportunity that we can get them connected for an annual plan. IDCL, again, the points for IDCL, the IBO promotions, annual plan or quarterly plan, not 3 points, it's 4 points. Annual plan is double, not 4, but 8. And also we get have the opportunity to get 5 and get rewarded. So basically you could almost get your IDCL for free. So just think about that. And also some exciting news that was shared was they're rolling out some new Mac version of the IDCL Protect. So all the features of like ad blocker, they're working on it. And again, IDCL is a ever evolving solution, just like, identity theft is. These criminals are ever evolving. So just know that this is going to continue to be something that's going to ever evolve, and there's just going to continue to add value to us, and to our customers. Vivint Energy, woo! Oh man, Anthony presented this to us early in the week. This is huge. 6 months of free months of monitoring. Utilize this. Free indoor camera, no installation and activation fees. Feel free to take a screenshot. You can send this out to your customers and let them know that, hey, I've got a promotion going on through the 20th, limited time only. You can even, I actually even would personally take out the date and say that, hey, this is a limited time only. I'm not even gonna tell them the date, just to push them to take action today. Hey, This is running out. We're running out of time. It's going to end. We need to go ahead and call and get you set up on this Vivint services, because you can get 6 months of monitoring for free. Promo code GameOn21. Huge. Fluent for Canada. Woo! Here it's offering 4 months of free monitoring when you purchase a Fluent home security system. This is ending on the 19th. Again, feel free to take a screenshot for anyone. The points for you, not 5, but 8 through the end of the year for those points, and that promotion for the free monitoring through the 19th, huge. And just want to round out a few things. A few of you probably understand and recognize who this person is, Mr. Dean Turale. He actually closed down the training and the GameOn International event, and he did a phenomenal job. But I just captured a few things here that he said was, champions don't show up to get everything they want. They show up to give everything they have. And that resonated with me. And that's what I'm here to do with these trainings, and all the leaders are here to do. When we go through the overview, things like that, we're here to give everything we have. So hopefully it can help benefit others. Another thing here, it's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see it there, but that is a quote by Steve Jobs. What is it? Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple, but it's worth it in the end, because once you get there, you can move mountains. Man. And then one of the things he also ended with was promoting training events and focusing on Mr. Tony Kupis, one of our co-founders, mentioning he's trained on a number of times. The training events will do more for you than you can do for yourself. If you have someone attending on your team, you got a customer, you got someone who's interested in business, the training event will do more for you than you can do for yourself. It's so powerful. And I highly suggest, we get on all of the trainings, especially international trainings, because they're adding so much value. And I just want to close out some things. Again, I didn't want to hold you too long, because there's so much information and it's all about action right now. But I just wanted to say, did you know? Did you know? Let's see. Ooh, come on, slides. All right, did you know our next event is going to be, the next Emerge event is going to be back in Dallas on January 29th. Make sure you're getting registered. Make sure your team is getting registered. Make sure anyone new that you're introducing, they're getting plugged into this event. It is so much energy. Mr. Sam Foster, talked about it. I was sitting next to him through it, and it was life-changing. As he said, he died during that event and is becoming back as a brand new person. So guys, just wanted to make sure everyone was aware of this. Get plugged in. You have time to, get some promotions to be able to get there. There's so many promotions on the table. Get 5 customers. You get, Zoom Energy customers. That's $200 right there that can go towards a plane ticket, a train ticket, a car, whatever you need to do to get there. It is business. It's going to change your business tremendously. If you can get there, and especially if you can get some of your team members there. And I just want to leave you with this. Mr. Dean Turale mentioned this just 3 days ago. I guess that was on Thursday, I believe it is. He did the training, but he said, magnify your efforts or change your dream. This is time for us to take action. There's nothing more that I can say than the senior vice president said. The RVPs, RVP Platinums, our co-founders. But all I want to say is magnify your efforts. It is time to take action, guys. We've got to get to it. We've got to get to it. There's no more playing around. So this is the time, unlike any. We're meeting with family members, friends. It's the holidays. This is the perfect time to start talking, because the best thing is people are going to ask you, so how's it going? What are you doing? Boom. It opens the door so you can share what you're doing. I'm working on a major project in 2022. I'm looking for a few people to just run with. I'm looking for 3 people to run with. And that's what we can do. We can share that with people, our family, friends. Oh, tell me about it. No, this is not the time. We're here with family, but you know what? Let's set up a time next week to get together over Zoom or in person over coffee, and let's talk about it. And I can share with you, get you in contact with the person I'm working with who is, leading our efforts of this major change. So again, guys, magnify your efforts. Let's take action. I want to open up to anyone who had any questions. Again, I didn't want to hold you guys long because it's all about let's start taking some action and let's start changing these positions, changing our levels in residuals. But just want to open it up for a moment if anybody had any questions.